Well, hello, this is John again, and as you can see, I'm making another washer video. Come across a lot of my comments on other washer videos that I have uploaded. I've come across a kind of recurring thing that I kind of want to address with, at least in particular, the Samsung top load washers. I don't know about any other brands of high efficiency top loads, but I will cover the Samsung. And that is the situation of a washer that does not fill up enough with water. I have a lot of people that tell me their washer doesn't fill up with water, have a lot of comments on my washer videos that their Samsung washer that they have, the exact identical to mine, or maybe some pretty close to mine, does not fill up with enough water, and I kind of want to address that in this video today. So there's two things you can do to help your Samsung washer, your top load, fill up with more than enough water than what it needs. First things, what I would usually do is the first trick I would do would be you put your clothes in, okay, put your clothes on there, all right, shut the lid, select your cycle that you're going to select, whatever the case may be, whether it be heavy duty, normal, whatever. Go ahead and hit start. It's going to drain whatever's in the tub first, and then it's going to start spinning very slowly and start filling and saturating the clothes with water. Now what I would do is after a couple seconds, or not even a couple seconds, rather after about 30 seconds, I would just kill the power. Absolutely just kill the power. Okay? Now during this time, when you first add the clothes in, do not add detergent if you're going to do this. So don't add detergent this time. Kill the power. Open it up, and this time you can add detergent. There's going to be some water in here, so make sure all the water is out of there before you add detergent. Close your detergent lid, and then power back on and do the your last cycle should be saved. Then hit start. What happens is when it senses the load, it actually senses the load is heavier because the load has now been saturated a little bit. Because the load is heavier, it will actually is sensing that, hey, we should add more water, so the washer will add more water because the load is heavier. That's one way to add more water. A second way to add more water, and this one's a little bit trickier. This one is something how should I put this? I don't recommend just for anybody to do this. Because it takes some practice. I had to play with it myself. But okay, so on the back of the panel here, this control panel, you have two screws right behind here, one on either side. They're Phillips head. They look like this. Take them out, and let me show you here real quick. Put the camera down. Voila. Alright, so you see where those two screws are? You got one right there. You got one right there on the back of the control panel here. Take it off. As you can see, this is the electronic guts of the Samsung washer. You have all your water valves here. This is for your cold water, and then this one is for your hot water as well. As you can see, the cold water has a bunch of valves. One for the main fill, one for softener, one for bleach, which you can tell I have disconnected because of a little bit of a leakage problem. But I don't use really bleach anyway. If I'm going to use bleach, I'm going to add it directly to the basket and not necessarily use the bleach dispenser, but that's a whole different story. Alright, so over here you have a capacitor. Over here you have your main control board. I'm not quite sure what's under this box. I have a bunch of wires. What I really wanted to focus on is this thing right here. Try and, as you can see, this right here. So as you can see, I have, let me kind of put the camera the right way. I have marks on it. The reason why I have marks on it is that is actually the water level sensor. And from what you can't see here, but there is a clear hose that runs to the bottom of this piece. And what it does is the clear hose runs to the tub, and that senses vacuum. And the more water the tub fills up, the less vacuum there is in the tub. This senses that and adjusts the water level accordingly and tells the computer when the washer is filled up. Now you can adjust the level that is set from the factory. If you can see, which may be hard to see, I'll try and get a better shot. See, it's a big Phillips head right there. And you need a pretty big Phillips head to go ahead and adjust that. See, this Phillips head is way too small. You probably need a number 3 Phillips. Anyway, So what I did was I first marked it from where it was from the factory. And then from where it was from the factory, I turned it one out. One full rotation out. And then I tried it. And it actually filled up with more water. And I did a dry load. So I would put it on. First off, I would do a normal with no clothes in it, see where it would fill. And then I also did a bedding, which usually fills the tub up to the max level it's going to fill up anyway. I did bedding load with no bedding in it, with no clothes in it, just to see where it would fill up. Now, if you want to do that, I would recommend that. The only thing is, I would be careful of how many times you turn it out. Again, I turned mine one turn out. I think it was maybe 1.5 to where I liked it. Just be careful. I would do one turn out, go from there, see how it fills, see where it feels comfortable. If you turn it out too many times, it will overfill. Trust me, it will overfill. And I don't want to be blamed for people's laundry rooms flooding out because you turned the screw out way too far. So please, don't turn it out way too far. Just try one turn out only from where it was originally at the factory. Again, do a marking on the edge here and then a marking on the screw itself. Turn it one turn out and it will fill up with more water. The only consequence is that even on small loads it kind of fills up a little bit extra water. Some people may like that, some people may not like it. I don't matter either way. I live in an apartment complex and my water's paid for with my rent and it doesn't change, so I don't really care. But you know, just try it out, see what you think. Again, there's two ways to get these washers to fill up with more water. The one way, it's a little bit kind of a pain in the neck. This second way though, if you do it right, it's pretty foolproof. Okay, so, but again, be careful with this second way. I don't want to be blamed for flooding laundry rooms and washers that can't stop filling because you turned it out too far. Alright, you know, I got mine turned out again, one turn out, and I think it was 1.5, but it's about where I like it, and it seems to work pretty good there. So anyway, this has been John, and I hope I helped you guys out. If you have any questions, any comments, go ahead and feel free to leave those for me, and I'll try and address those as they come. Thank you.